Hey friends, it's me, Cynthia, and Azalea, and we're Greengirlstudios, and this is our Sunday Magic
Hello.
Hour. Hello, friends. Wow, we were working hard all weekend long, weren't we, girl?
Yeah, walking
We
around.
worked hard. So, if you caught our stream on what day was that? Friday? Was that Friday? Or was it? That was Friday. We went to the gym show on Friday, and I went again yesterday, and it was good times. But it's a lot of work, picking through and looking at literally millions and millions of beads heaped up and piled. And you got to think about what you've sold in the past, what people liked, what you have already in your own collection. It's a lot, and then also finding the treasures. That's always. I mean, it is fun. I will not lie. It's a good time, but it's hard, to find things that you don't want to sit on. You don't want to be stuck with something for forever and always. Hello, friends. Hi, Lisa. I believe that it's work. Lisa says it is work, but it's what I have. Azalea and I were talking about it, and she was like, it is hard work, but it isn't. There are so many other ways to spend our time. So I like it. I like looking at stones. I look at stones all day long. I bet y'all could too. Let's see what this. Ah, my friends. Hello, Cherie. Hello, Nilda. Nancy. Hello, Allison. Thank you all for joining me today on this lovely, lovely Sunday. Oh, and Sam, my other son. He's joining us today, Azalea.
Your other son.
My other son.
Sam.
So I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the stones that we found. And today I thought I would run through some of the information that was dropped on me over the weekend. And it was pretty fun. I went with my friend Joanne yesterday. We went back yesterday. And she's like, wow, you have so much knowledge about stones. And I said, well, one of the fun things is that rock hounds, people that love stones, they are not afraid to drop some knowledge on you. That's one of the fun things, is that they are not afraid to give you the lowdown of where things come from, how it's cut, how it's made. There were stones I discovered that I had no idea existed, that were even a thing. I was like,
You've been in the business for
I've been
how
in the
many
business
years?
for like years, and I'd never seen some of these stones. So it was pretty cool to have access to that information and then finally have some questions answered. Like there was one, I don't know if you were standing there with us about that one. There was a Japanese guy that came up with a way to take minerals that had been like the offcuts from beads, because there's a lot of waste material, but some of that waste can be reused, like sapphire and diamond. There's a lot of waste that comes off of that because you got to get to the good stuff, right? And all that good stuff is limited. That's why it's expensive, because there's not a lot of it. There's not a lot on a good day, but trying to make a round bead or say a perfect diamond, there's going to be extra that you're going to have to cut away to get to the you know the sparkly goodness. And the stuff that they use that goes into making drill bits and grinding wheels and things to cut diamonds and sapphires. You need stuff that will actually cut it, and the only thing that will cut a diamond is more diamond. So, I mean, that's a good thing about that. Let's see. Hello, Pat, Melanie. Hello, Cherie, Jeanette, Terry. Hello, Sandy. Oh, and our friend June. Oh, yes. Oh, and Kalite. Thank you all for joining me today. I appreciate it. So I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to show you some stones. And I have some samples of things that I was getting ready to cut. And I'm going to jump into the lot sale today.
Show off your necklaces first.
Oh, what necklaces?
The necklace that you have there. And
I know, but I didn't
your...
finish it. I was going to finish it.
Show the sapphires that we got right there. The ones that you got from Sona.
Ooh,
right
I got some Ceylon sapphires and scalpels, I believe. What's that? Grinding wheel. Yeah, I got a grinding wheel. Y'all have seen it. I've shown you. And our friend Carrie Arase, hello. And Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. All right. Did I see any Shutukite? Oh, did we see any of that?
I don't remember. I don't really know what that
Shattuck.
is, actually.
You know, that's a newer stone. And when I say newer, I mean it's been pulled out of the mineral department and made into. Bonnie says, did we buy anything at the gem show? Yes, we did, Bonnie.
We
for
always
sure did.
do.
We can't leave the gem show without buying something. It's like, it's impossible. So impossible. I'm gonna grab. Hey, where's my thingamajig here? Where is it? It was up here, right here. Oh, here we go. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming back. Okay, almost. Man, that was the sound of many beads falling. If you heard that, that was the sound of my beads trickling onto the floor. Oh, hello, Karen. Hello, Debbie. Okay, we're going to get back to more tutorials on Wednesday. Get Marty on the job, my son. I don't know if he's good at stringing beads or being of any kind of help except for his beauty. His beauty is very helpful. I'm going to flip this. Okay. Let's see. Settings. We were investigating cameras again. And it's annoying because you have to buy them and test them. Hello, Azalea. Say hello. You guys like that kind of chill vibe music? That's the music in the background is ad-free or copyright-free healing frequencies, they call it. I got into that when I got this massage pretty recently, and they played that. Oh, so let me show you some of the things. I bought this. This was my big purchase over the weekend. You're not going to... I don't even want to tell y'all how much I paid for this. But these are Ceylon sapphires. Most of the time they come from Madagascar or Australia. Some of them come from Australia, some from Burma. This one, oh, our friend Donna. Hey, Donna. These are microfaceted. That means they're cut with, like, if I don't know how to describe that, except that when they say microfaceted, I got other beads. Okay, I'll show you. So this is regular faceted right here. That's pretty well faceted. And these are what is this? This is tourmaline. You can see the difference. This is that necklace I made. It's funny because the amounts things cost it's all subjective to what the stone is. So Ceylon sapphire, these are all natural. Of course, you know, that's right there that's where all the right there, that blue, and then that blue there too. These are not dyed, they're not treated. They're so beautiful. But you know, not a cheap date, not even remotely a cheap date. There's no way I could even, I don't know. Maybe I'll break this up if y'all want. This it's several $100s though for the strand. So breaking that up hurts me. It hurts, but I thought, hey, there might be someone that wants something really, really over the top. And the reason I say that is because it's one of those stones that you rarely see. It's pretty expensive, you know. I mean, this was pricey, but not like this pricey. This is next level pricey. But anyway, that was my big purchase. And you see here, I'm going to show another thing that I got. This is goofy. This was so goofy. Azalea was like, what, Mom? Because these are heat treated and it's opal. They're opal chips, but they did something. So I asked them, I said, is this dyed? What's the story with these guys? And they said some stones are treated in a chamber to a process of heat where you have like a slow ramp up in a kiln situation. This is from my understanding. And they put different pieces in. So to get this color, the way I understand the way he was describing it was that different colors go in for different times. So they all start off like So this is a chunk of, this is synthetic. This is not real opal. And I also have it in this color. I was going to cut this. This was kind of expensive. I was like, might as well get actual opal, but you would never get this that size without paying a fortune because opal is expensive. It just, that's how it is. Anything rare and beautiful is going to set you back. I have another piece. Okay, here's this piece I bought to cut. And this is what I was talking about, waste. You see all this brown right here? Let's see if I've got something to really demonstrate that. Bring that light in a little tighter. Okay, so all this here, that's waste. So this would have to all be ground off. But see, when you get this, they charge it by weight. So when you put it on, they'll put it on a scale and they'll say, okay, so this opal is, depending on the grade and the kind, it can be anywhere from like $2.50 to $6 per gram. And so they'll drop it on a scale. I got a scale over here, demonstrate that. And we'll, I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me see, I think it was like $4.50 back in the day when I bought that. So I got my little special scale here. You see, I might have to re-zero it. Zero it out. Okay, so this guy here, let's see. So almost 4 grams. So this rough piece, and I don't remember how much I paid for it. I want to say like $4 or $5 because it's, I don't know. So that had been like, you know, for 4, maybe 20 bucks. I feel like it was more than that though. Oh, so Clem, these are made in a lab. The way they do this is super fascinating. I got this book and I'll show you. This is so cool. Oh, this is not it. This is it. So I bought this book to learn more about it. Crystals and Crystal Growing. This is the book. So you can grow these different kinds of crystals. They're not, I don't think they're valuable. They're just for fun, you know. I mean, you could, I don't know what, I just wanted to make them. There's an artist I like that grows crystals on top of, let's just see how many this weighs. Because this is also sold by the gram. 16.3. I don't know how much that I paid for this. But this is usually cut into what they call triplets or doublets, or they'll do a sliver and then they'll put like a quartz cap on it. And when you put quartz on top of something, this is a big piece of quartz. That's not, this hasn't been cut either. That's where the grow line on that was chopped off. Let me see if I have some that'll demonstrate that in a good way. Which I do, somewhere here on my desk. Oh, Azalea, I want to do show and tell with my little praying mantis girl. Will you go down into the garage and get her? She's in a bowl in my station where I was working.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, this is a triplet or doublet. This is a doublet right here. I bought these earrings from this artist that I really like on Instagram. I think his name is Blob Artist or something because he's famous for making these blobs. But how this is made, I don't know if you can see this. There's a teeny little line. I'm going to see if I can get in there and show it. There's a small line, and they use dichroic glass, which is a very shiny foil-like material. Donna knows all about that dichro. It's expensive stuff, and you use it to basically make kind of like faux opal. And this just plain glass is layered on top, and then it's cut on a lap grinder. The same way you cut other gemstones, like this when I started it. This is a piece of topaz, and I just ground it like this. If you can imagine, it's like spinning really fast, and I ground each edge to get this. I'm not sure. I think maybe I was gonna make a cab, but it might have cracked. Who knows? But anyway, when you put the clear on top, I was looking around to see if I had a big piece of water clear over here. See if that shows it. Well, It's supposed to magnify it. If you have the cut right over it, it shows it better. Oh, hello, Lynn. Oh, Clem said that they went to a gem fair in San Diego once, and let's see, I can't read this. Oh, lab grown gems. Yes, that's this. These are lab grown. So this is, you can see it has kind of rounded off edges. This is basically the container you're seeing. And what they do is they have a solution of gem silica, and they float it in a solution. I don't remember what the solution consists of. I'd have to look it up. I can't remember. You do different chemicals, and they have an electrical pulse that causes the particles of silica to line up in such a way where it makes these colors. Isn't that cool? There's a guy on Instagram that shows videos of this being made. It actually takes quite a while to grow. And the fun part is that it's super duper heat resistant. You can put that in glass and it doesn't lose any of its juiciness unless you heat it too hot. It's just like anything. You can burn it off if you go too hot. But I love it. I picked that and I was like, I'm going to cut something with that. I could probably get two, I don't know, could slice it in half. Or, you know, the way they make beads, I'll tell you the secret how they do some of this, or at least the way I was taught. You would draw a grid, drill all the way through, and then shape to make beads. It's pretty neat. It's like this. I'm getting ready to cut this. This is a piece of lapis, and it's ready to go. We saw so much juicy lapis. This is Shara White. This is ready to go. And it has almost a lotion like swirl through it. Isn't that beautiful? You can see it kind of has that shimmer just like lotion or conditioner from the 90s with all the sparkles. And it's the same way. So you would draw like with a Sharpie, you could draw like a round cab, and then you would follow that on your lap grinder and you would just shape it, pretend that's spinning. It would go like this. Yeah, it is. Sam says juicy lapis. It is juicy. It's so juicy and tasty.
That, both of you.
Well, you know, because it is. Here's some chrysocolla. Look at this chrysocolla. Beautiful. Kind of reminds me of ham right there, even though it's green. I wonder if anyone can guess what this is. This is fun because I found that. I found that here in North Carolina, and I have yet to cut it. But somebody out there might know what this is. You can tell by the color. Anthea got it. Apatite. Yes. Apatite and kyanite. We have that around here. Here's a piece of, this is iolite right there. Ready to carve. Sometimes you can buy it like this, and if you watched our live when we went on Thursday, had to go get my optivisors. Can't see. The screen is so small. Oh, you know, Colite, I also love it. This one? No, this one is iolite. It has a purple to it. If you could see, if I could shine the light through that, see, it's kind of has a very beautiful light purplish glow to the edge. Sometimes you can. Oh yeah, I have a piece of. Let me see if I have it out. I don't see it. Oh, here it. Actually, I do. This is fun. So I bought this. This is a lapis nodule. Now, I bought this with the intention, if you can believe this, I was going to grind this down and make pigments. So if you've ever gone to Italy, to Florence, and you've seen the paintings of the Madonna, this is the color that is traditionally used to paint her robes. That beautiful, beautiful blue, that was reserved for the Madonna. You did not use this pigment on anybody else because it's expensive and it's easy to mess it up. Really easy. because if you grind this too hard, what happens is it gets what they call bruised, and it turns from this to like, well, not even that. This is a sapphire, but it goes like this color. Like this is how natural sapphires grow. Just like that. This is actually a pretty expensive one. Now, if you saw that little tidbit of that video where I had that African guy, he weighed the sapphire for me, or he weighed that, and he was like, that piece of sunstone was like 20 bucks, and it was so small. I think it was like $5 or $6 a gram. And it can be it's funny. It's like the sky's the limit with stones. They can mark whatever they want. And for a cutter, someone that knows what they're doing, I know a little bit about what I'm doing, but I would love to take a class and learn how to facet. It's on my wish list of learning, is faceting. But I have a feeling that kind of faceting is done with a machine. So, I have this piece here of orange kyanite. I bought that. I might just cap this because I am loath to cut it because it's so pretty on its own. My friend Kathy Van Cleek, if you guys want to look her up, she's a wonderful artist she used to live in town and come visit me, and we'd have lunch dates. It was fun. Crafting lunch dates. And she makes PMC, precious metal clay, silver caps, and pops those on the top. And she calls them her magical talismans. They're really beautiful. This one would be awesome as a talisman. I have a dream to do that, but what I will probably do is not use PMC. I'll probably carve it out of wax so I can get a little more detail with it. The same with this. This is one of my prized stones. I love this. And I have some of this to show you today. This is a piece of smoky quartz, and sometimes you have another stone that will grow on top of it. This is hessonite garnet that's just randomly growing on this piece of smoky quartz. So beautiful. I'm going to cap this. It doesn't have a hole. This cost so much money. It was like $200 for this. I bought it like 10 years. I say 10 years is probably longer than that now. But these are rare. You can't find them anywhere. And if you do see them, you can look them up on eBay. They're pretty pricey. This was like the king. The other ones were like little bitty nodules. I bought a few of them. I gave one to Andrew a long, long time ago. It was a really pretty one. Probably half the size of this. Sam, I agree with you. I love it too when the stones grow on each other. I have some stuff to show y'all today that were growing. Hey, where that one lot? I'm going to get that out and show it right now. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do that one. That's not one of the ones that I did. You want to start doing this so I can...
Yeah.
I'm going to show y'all some iolite.
I was just waiting for you to do your own stuff. You didn't do your...
I'm going to show it in a second. I'm in the moment. I'm in here. I'm doing my stones. So I'm going to show you this. This is some iolite. This is a pale lavender. And I bought this because I thought this looked like sapphires to me. When I first saw it, I thought, oh my God, are those beautiful cloud sapphires? I bought all I could last time, and they don't have them anymore that I saw at the gem show. Maybe they did, and I missed them. But, Oh, hello, our friend Anne. Hey, Anne. I have some earrings I was working on with some of your beads. They came up good. Well, they're not done yet. I'll show you later. So anyway, I have these. These are $10. They were a steal. It's lot 120. But this is not gem grade. I don't think that's gem grade. Gem grade is more like that, or more of this coloration. Really beautiful. So these have a nice big hole. I think it's a pretty color. I was happy with it. I was happy to find that. I'm so in love with these, I can't even stand it. Keep putting that in there. I'm going to finish this up right here. This necklace, it's going to get finished up soon. I've made this clasp. Remember when I said I was going to do this? I've been so slammed with prepping for shopping, I didn't even touch it. Okay, making space. We'll put it right here. Thank you, daughter. Okay, so Azalea, did you get that? Did you write that down? Because I already
I have not
started.
been over here.
Oh, well, these are $10. That's a pretty good deal. And this is how many you get. Enough for earrings. I bought these. I kept some, of course. These have a massive hole. It's like 2 millimeter practically. I don't know if you can see that little bitty hole or that big hole. Drive a truck through that. But this is perfect for using with this. And I use this for my treasure necklace. And that'll fit it. Beautiful. I would put like one or two. You don't have to go hog wild and use all of your stash. But anyway, if you would like some, there are 12. Lot 120. Iolite. I think of this as like cloud iolite because most iolite is kind of like, well, this color, but not that, not quite that delicious. That we did have some, and I don't know if I have more of it, but it was like a deep violet. And we had lots on that a couple weeks ago that I'd been hoarding like it was my job.
How many did it say that we have on the tag?
It says 12.
Epic.
That's all I have on that. I want to keep some. Yeah, some of them have a little bit of transparency and they look like little worlds. It's pretty cool. Lynn says she has some that deep violet. I get it. I love that deep violet. I have some that are like electric violet. I thought they may have been treated, but they said that was natural. They were like, that's my favorite color on there. And they were kind of like this. Oh yeah, Dakota Stones had some good ones. We stopped by and visited them during Tucson. We ran into them over at the Gem Mall. That's where we saw Beads of Courage. It was like a conglomeration of all our friends. It was fun. Okay, that was good. I love that stone. I'm really, really into it. This is one that I'm really into. This is good. These are not cheap though, unfortunately. These were kind of expensive. So this is lot 121. These are rubies. These are natural. And they have a nice big hole. I despise when I have to force feed that nylon through there. Because I like to make, I'm into my treasure necklace phase. I don't know about y'all, but occasionally I go through phases of things that I like to carve or I like to string. And lately it's been those types of necklaces. So I usually run into ruby that's darker. Let me see. I was looking around for a sample. I was carving it. What do I do with it? Well, I don't have that piece, but it grows. It's basically a corundum, and this is corundum or sapphire. Now, sapphires and rubies, they're basically the same. I have learned since I talked to my friends at the gem show and I said, hey, how come y'all said that this was emerald and it's not actually emerald on the sapphire strand when you get a mixed strand? If anytime you buy them and they have like a rainbow, I said, I was told that this was emerald. And they said, no, it is green sapphire, which is actually harder than emerald. And I said, well, maybe y'all stop calling it emerald then.
No.
And they're like, well, that's just the way they name it. And I said, well, that's kind of deceiving, isn't it? And they're like, well, no, because it is green emerald and it is more expensive. And so we went round and round. I was like, why not just call, it's kind of, and they're like, well, that's just how that's the industry. And I was like, okay, but anyway. So anyway, that coloration, you can see it's basically the same. It's a 9 on the hardness. And a lot of sapphire comes from, let me see, I'm pretty sure it was, let me see. I have a book that tells it. I know Australia, I know Sri Lanka, and of course Ceylon, which is I think Sri Lanka, it's the same thing. And I got this book out. It's too hard to find anything. So I don't know, I didn't put that in there. So that's 121. How many of these do I have? 10. They're really pretty. Is there a molecular difference? So yes, Clem, yes. The green emerald or emerald is actually part of the beryl family. And the green sapphire is a corundum. And while they look the same, I went and compared them after I heard that. And I was like, okay, so even though they look almost identical, I should compare it right here. I can compare it with like green so you can see the difference. Did you happen to string up any of that green foam?
No, I had time.
You didn't have time. Okay, so this is green sapphire right in here. And green sapphire is not the same as emerald, which I had always believed it was the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's harder. It's a 9 on the hardness scale, and the barrel is an 8. Some some of it comes from Burma. That's the most expensive from that ruby is from Burma. I believe the mostest. Some of it comes from Brazil. A lot of stones come from Brazil. So anyway, this is $121 if you're interested. They're $40. And that they're not dyed or heat treated. That's the natural color. They have a big hole. They're beautifully faceted. Almost purpley. But they have a kind of a pinkish quality. I like these a lot. I don't mind if I don't sell every last one. I keep some. I have some full strands for y'all today. You'll be surprised at the prices. I was very happy with some of these prices. Okay, this is lot 122. This seems pricey, I know, for labradorite, but I will say that this is triple A grade. I scoured that show looking for the best of the best, and these are sweet. They even had some had that pinkish, some had that pink quality. Really beautiful, really delightful. There's not a lot of it. There's only 4. I only could find, like in the case, that's it. That's all I could find. The rest was smaller gauge. I did find more on a smaller size. I don't know if I had time to divide them up. The cut on this clem is fantastic. Yeah, these are beautiful. And they have a nice, generous hole size. So you could do pretty much anything. If you wanted to wire wrap them, you could wire wrap them. You could put them on cord. They would easily fit on nylon. The nylon would go through. You could probably even double strand that through there. I don't know if you can, but I feel like you could. Labradorite, my love. That's what Sam says. I'm in agreement, Sam. Labradorite was my first love. I found a pair of earrings from Express when I was like 20 and fell in love with it. It's my favorite too. And you know what? Tell me what this doesn't go with. Just show me a stone that it doesn't go with. Even these treated opals, look at that. Still good. Look, Ceylon sapphires. Come on now. Beauty. Okay, I'm going to show you I love these. And I didn't make a ton of lots of this because I'm getting kind of greedy with it. So the pinkish is the higher grade? No, the highest of highest grade is clear red, true red with no imperfections, like a pinky red. Kind of like, I'll find something, I'll show you. These are sweet. Now this is a good price. I know it seems like you're like, oh, quartz, but let me show you something. These are water clear, and in the sun, these puppies have a very beautiful prismatic effect. And this is the reason I got these. This cut is crazy. I've never seen this cut. I've been buying quartz since I can remember, because they call this, it's like an amplifier stone. And it's used in, like in different like metaphysical ideas as a cleansing and healing. It's like basically your all-purpose amplification. So whatever you have, it's said to amplify it, which is kind of fun. I like that idea. I mean, Asheville sits on it's like a big giant quartz crystal out here, amplifying that creativity. Maybe that's why it draws so many artists and musicians. But usually, here's a piece. I bought this a few years ago. This is a big piece of quartz. All this is junk that has to be trimmed away. And you can see how clear it is. It's still not water clear. Water clear is when it's like you see no inclusions. This is not even water clear. This is a specimen grade. So
How many do we have of that one?
6. How big? These are, I would say, probably,
on the back of the tag,
12 millimeter. 12 mil. Yeah. I have another, I'm going to string up some for Wednesday or Sunday that are a size smaller. I found the cut. It might be 8 mil, but they're also delightful. These are the most. I can't even hardly take it how much I love these. This light does not do them justice, because when I was looking at them, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Because they're prismatic. They're beautifully cut. I don't have a ton of them, Nanette. I have 6, and then what I kept for myself, which I can share. Of course, I could share. I put these on my necklaces. I always like to put one amplifier on there, one quartz to amplify the rest. It's like a kind of a healing crystal. Oh, yeah. Kolite's got that right. She says, clear quartz works on all chakras, and as you say, Cynthia, it amplifies the vibration of the other stones. Where's the next one, young daughter?
I was just checking some of the numbers.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so here's some full strands. These were pretty affordable. So I got 10. I don't know how y'all feel about this. This is a sapphire and ruby. Now I have a couple strands if you want to look at them. I'm going to put them all out so you can see. What was this on? I'm going to put these all out. So if you're going to make your decision here, because I don't have a ton, let's clear the path. So these are delightful in that they are shaded a fresh pink and kind of a purple. Now these are, of course, this is $32, so it's not going to be, the fanciest, most clear type of sapphire. This has a little bit different color. Look, this is a little bit different. These are not transparent, so I will say that they're faceted, they're pretty, the color is good, but they're not clear, and that affects the price. So I have 2 of these. These are 28. I'm going to put them all on there so you can make the decision, because these are the faceted that I have. I have one more, so give it a second so you can make your decision after I get all 3 of these on there. It kind of tangled up. Okay, here's the other one. It's a little bit smaller. Okay, so this one's 24, 116. This one I only have 3 of. Let me see if I can get that so you can see them and you can make your decision. I have 10 of this one. It's my favorite. The color is the best on these guys. These are a little bit bigger. 28. These are the smallest. And those are 24 for this size. So it's 116. I only have, let's see, I think I only have 2 or 3 of that one. 3. So 116, there's only 3. There's only 2 of this middle row right here. Right here. And there's 10 of this. I thought everybody would like that. It's my favorite. I mean, they're all a good deal if you look. That's a great freaking deal for a sapphire ruby matrix. They're small. They're not, that's like a 3 mil. But the upside is they have pretty good sized holes. And these particularly they're really, that color is so soft and so pretty. They're almost like milk glass because they're slightly translucent. So it's awesome. This is a great deal. This is from one of my friends and they cut me a good price. And so I'm passing that on to you because usually these are a lot more. Or I'm going to give you all a minute to observe and think about that color. And maybe even go closer and see how close I can get and stay in focus.
How many do we have of 116?
Look, this is kind of opaly. 3.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite part right in there. I love them because they have a milk glass quality. You can see when you turn it. So, like I was saying before, clarity with rubies and sapphires is the price. So, like, this is natural, so you can see it's not out of the realm of possibility for the color. And this is not, this has actually a core of a beautiful red. I was actually just gonna, I want to polish it, but I don't know, I kind of like it like that. But you can see that's the colors. And since they're, the part that makes them so much more valuable is when you find it at a very translucent, transparent. This has some blue on it. They're pretty and they're faceting. And my favorite part, of course, is that they have a generous hole, which makes me happy. So it's a good value. And even the ones that are kind of grayish are still pretty, you know? All right. You guys get enough of that sapphire action?
I think they did.
I think
You
so.
laid that out. Look good.
Yeah. Look nice.
This is somebody's tag.
That's the ruby sapphire mix.
All right, you did these already, right? Did you do this? Oh yeah, you did that first. Oh, we're going to do these.
Not yet, not yet.
This is not it. This is,
Okay.
This is Chrysocolla.
Okay, so here's Chrysocolla. Some more Chrysocolla.
I like that a lot.
Okay, there's not... Okay, so you can see this is a natural color.
We have 3 of
There's
these.
only 3. I could only find a little bit, and I got what I could. And we showed up 10 a.m. right on the dot when that door was opening. Nobody was ahead of us. There's not a lot of it. It's beautifully faceted. Creamy almost. It looks just like turquoise, but it's more of a, if you could see this light makes it look a little more blue, but it's more of a, it's more green than blue, I think. The tone is more green.
Oh, music stopped.
We just hit the thing because it asked if we were to continue watching. It's right there.
I'm busy. Sorry.
Chrysocolla. So there's not much of it.
All right, that's gone.
Yeah, I love it. Because it's juicy. Juicy. Okay. This was not a cheap date, as Candy says when she says it's not a cheap date. I don't have any rough to show you. I was going to buy some rough yesterday, and I went to the table, and I am not joking when I say that a piece that was like, where's that little bitty piece? Okay, this is like a piece that was about the size of that Larimar, and the piece like this was $46. I was like, it's not even cut. Come on now. And they're like, it's just expensive. So these guys, we had some really good Larimar when we came back from Tucson. This is actually a little, I think it's better. We don't have a lot of it though. There's only 5 lots of this.
We got 1 strand because it was pretty expensive.
It's expensive, just the way it is. It's Larimar. Correct, Bonnie. Larimar. And this was actually the most saturated of the colors. I went through and I high graded the heck out of that and looked through all the Hanks and found the one that had the most blue. And these were the ones. Sometimes the quality, you'll see it's like kind of white. It's not, I don't know. Yes, Colite says, love how Larimar looks like you're looking into a clear pool of water. That's a soft way to describe it. I like it because they look like you could bite them and that they'd be soft, you know? Because it kind of has that gummy, like the gummy bears look. But these are all really good. They're not dyed, they're not heat treated, so that color is super good. I found a lot. I mean, Larimar, there's a few dealers for Larimar, but it is not inexpensive at all.
I like it too, Bonnie. It's very buttery.
It is. It's so soft. Yeah, Lynn. Yeah. You guys are so funny. Yeah, it's delightful. It is expensive, but that's how it is sometimes. That one there, look how particularly good that one.
Two left of that.
Yeah, that one's a particularly good one. Don't eat. Don't eat. I don't want to. I kind of want to eat, but I won't.
Yeah, I would put
you know what?
Out.
You know what it looks good with? I'll tell you what it looks good with. This is my pick for it. Sapphire. I love that soft blue with red. That's ruby, by the way. So it's 115.
We only got one strand of that, and there's 2 lots left.
Oh, there's 2 left? Maybe we just keep some. We'll see.
I am not against that idea.
No, me neither. I know.
If those don't go,
you know what, they would.
Lots are gonna get kept.
I know. Well, they have a nice big hole, you know, because if you're going to make a treasure necklace, I would just put one.
Everything we got today, or everything we got and strung up today, had a pretty decently big hole. I strung all mine on this thick fishing line.
You did? Fishing? Oh, yeah, the thickest. I was just testing to see if I could get double. Oh, and I can. Delight. How happy does that make me? Oh, my God, I got that in there. So you could double that easily. So anyway, that is beauty.
I know.
All right, I have a couple of these. You guys might like these. I love these. I found a good source for quartz. So it's not necessarily what you call rare, but what is rare is when you see it when the quality is like this. This is super good quality. I always put, just like I said, I always put 1 quartz on my treasure necklaces. You can check that out for yourself. There's always there's 1 or 2 on there. I only have 6 of these.
Flying in right now.
So this is $12, man.
How many? You have 6?
I have 6. They'll be gone. I know. I was like, I need that. But these are also generously drilled, so they're not like a big pain to get in, and they have that kind of lustrous quality, very lustrous. And if you compare, so if you look at this, this is a sample that I found many years ago in Tucson, one of my very first samples that I bought, or specimens as they call them. And this was at the time, like, they're like, wow, look at this. Oh, sorry. 118.
We have 4 left.
4 left. They have a nice weight to them. I know. I think they're good. But you can see the difference in that. You know? So the piece that this was cut from was probably one of those massive pieces of quartz that they pull out of the earth. If you've ever seen those videos on Instagram where they're like, oh, we're digging stones. And then they pull one of those puppies out of the ground. You're like, how did they know that was there? They didn't. They had to dig it up. Yes, it's very clear, Allison. Exactly. Water clear. Oh, let me see how this looks on top of this. So this is one of the things. So it amplifies, just like in this. You can see how it amplifies the other colors. That's what that's known for. And that's when they make a triplet, or a doublet, I mean. They can make a triplet when it's 3 layers. Doublet is 2 layers. Let's see how it looks on this, if it amplifies it.
That's dreamy.
Mm-hmm. That's what it does. That's the bonus of that. Beautiful. Okay. Super clear. 118 is that number.
2 left of those.
Nice.
What are those little slices of opalescence that you got there?
This?
Yeah.
That's the lap grown.
I like it.
That's the doublet that I was talking about with Dichro. Oh, thank you, Tina. Tina says, hello, I just started watching your videos and I'm learning so much. Thank you. Well, we've been in the business a long time, or at least I have. And one thing about rock people is that they love to impart that knowledge. So this is some AAA grade amethyst. I don't know if y'all ever shop for amethyst, but a lot of the times you'll see it. It's not an expensive or rare stone because they grow on these great big old crystals. I mean, they're massive. Massive. And it's from Brazil. 4. I don't have a ton of this. I only have 4 of these.
It's already gone.
Oh.
Like immediately. You didn't even get to talk about it.
I didn't. Look how, I mean, seriously, look at that. There was only 1, so I got the 1. Did I do these already?
Which one is it? No.
Okay, so I have some big, giant apatite right here. That is, let me show you this, no, that was kyanite. No, that's not it. This is, oh, look how delightful. Apatite. Kyanite's usually like a more teal. Faceted 4. Okay. 36. These are some big, juicy ones. So tasty. Get that color, especially that one. I'm into it. 36. These are... Azalea has it marked at 12 mil. I think they might be
bigger.
They might be bigger.
Kind of off, I guess.
Let me see. Yep, it feels like a 14 mil to me.
Yeah, Allison might be right about that one. She said size 14 mil. Maybe so. Maybe so.
Could figure that out right now.
How many we got of those?
I
think 4.
4. This says, oh, it's hard to read it. What does that say, y'all? I can't read it. However big that is. Like 12 look like to me. I love them. I bought them to go on my treasure necklace. Especially, I would just use 1, and I would use that one as a transitional. Mary, I have some real pretty amethyst that I have in a cut I've never seen before, so I will show that in the next live, probably on Wednesday. We've been doing Wednesdays pretty frequently. So that's lot 112, $36. There's 4, or I don't know how many there is now. Oh, Cherie, one with Flintstone bracelet. I don't know. It's a little big for a bracelet.
Alright.
Those are gone?
Yep.
Okay, so the last thing. I think this is the last thing. Okay, so we ran into one of our friends at the show that had some beautiful turquoise that we traded for. And this is the result of that. This is 113. We have, how many do we have? I believe 8 of these. Faceted turquoise. Aren't those juicy? 113. Have a nice big hole. Variation in color, so you get some of that really pretty, really delightful coloration in there. These, I believe, the color reminds me of... I want to say, I was going to say it must be Chinese, but when they were talking about, I want to say that that's not, because usually Chinese turquoise is greener, way more green. Oh, thank you, Cherie. This is a stunning show of gorgeous stones. Thank you. This was our picks from the weekend. I dragged that suitcase all over that show and that rocky parking lot. It was no joke. Oh, Tina's asking about my troll. I might have another one. I'll check my desk. Email me. Email me. Let me, and then I'll check it. I know those are pretty, and like I feel like when I see a lot of Chinese turquoise, it's usually like all of it's this color. American turquoise is usually this color with like a little bit of brown. Oh, your mom collected troll dolls. Now you collect them. I have a few troll dolls myself. I don't want to say how many, but I got a fair amount of troll dolls. So 113. How many? 8 of them. If you're into them, beautiful. They make good earrings. They have a great color, the facet. You know, you don't usually, turquoise is not usually faceted. 8. There's 8. The hole is big, a 1mm hole. Look at the size of that. So if you were to crochet, these would be an appropriate one for crochet because they're a little bit smaller. Sometimes crocheting great big beads can be kind of chunky monkey and a little awkward. But if you're making a necklace,
we got one left, by the way.
If you're making a necklace like this, be real pretty, real nice. But it would also be good on a necklace. I was gonna say, I'm gonna take off my necklace and show this. My sister made me this necklace for my birthday. And then this this is a piece of, what is that? Or am I drawing a blank? I want to say that's Moldavite, but you know what? Moldavite is this color usually. Let's compare it. That's Moldavite right there with that kind of weird. And then I made this with it ages and ages ago. This was for my book. This was a sample. So this is what happens when you put Moldavite in a kiln with PMC. This was a project for the book, but it was one of the projects that was nixed. I actually had about 25 extra projects that never made it into the book, and it has some stones set aside. But that's what happens. You put that in a kiln, and you get kind of a haze. It almost like it fumed it. But I set some little what you call them, CZs right in the edge. Oh, thank you, Lynn. I'm glad you liked my book. I enjoyed working on it. It kind of changed the color of her hair, but not by much.
Oh, and that's it?
I believe so. So this is the necklace that my sister made for me, and it has snake agate. Look at all that juicy. Oh, these are Dutch opalescence beads. I have some. I get greedy with those guys. The ancient glass I get so greedy with. Oh, and then here's this. These are some silver pieces. That's one Greg carved. That's another one Greg carved. What's this one? Lisa, my sister, I don't think she's made jewelry in 20 years. She paints now and does children's book illustrations. She was signed on with an agent, so I'm so proud of her. She's doing such good work.
This person from YouTube that I have popped up on the screen now, if you want that last bit of turquoise, I'm going to need your name. And if I don't have your email address, you're going to have to send me an email so I can send all the stuff to you.
Oh, and this is one that...
Whoever this is on YouTube. All right.
So Sheila found a bunch of these pieces and put that together. That's an ancient bead there. And then she drilled those out. I can't remember what stone, but I think she carved those. It's nice work. But I was showing that to demonstrate what you would do with it. With these. That's weird. I just have some random turquoise over here. We'll put that by my desk. All right, I'm gonna get this flipped. So that's 113. Oh, thank you, Lisa. She says we have a corner on talent. Oh, the Dutch apple. Yeah, I shared a few. I hoard those like they're going, well, they are going out of style. You can't get them anymore. We saw some at the gem show yesterday when we went, or the day before when we went. There was one African trader. I was so disgusted that my phone ran out of juice before I could make it to his booth. But it was so he had so many incredible strands and so much knowledge about where they came from. I was entranced.
I'm
It
gonna
was a
show
good
the
time.
thing now.
Oh, okay. I want to do. Can I show what I've been working on?
Okay.
We'll do it quick. So this is that little doll puppet I was working on. This is some of the. I've got it strung, but it's gonna be the legs are gonna go through here. It's posing of its little head, and there's the little arms and hands, so it can be posable. And she's so cute. I love it. I know I made it, but I still love it. And here's her tail. Right there. Let's see if I can. I did not string it on there because I'm trying to redo it. It's actually kind of a bit of engineering that is difficult to figure out. But we're going to cast her in silver. This is for our pilot we're working on for the show that my friend Hobie Ford and I and Greg are working on. You guys will be some of the first to see what we do. So anyway, her face is it's not done. This is just the, how do you call it? When, it's like a sketch. I'm still working it out. All right, that was the update on that. So you can see, still making headway. It's slow going, but I enjoy the process. I do. I love a praying mantis too. They're like, they already look like a kind of a fairy. Oh, thank you, Lynn. She says, I love your imagination. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I am so excited to see what she'll look like when she's done. Okay, I'm gonna, get over here with that,
I don't do the list anymore physical. Remember? I'm doing it on here.
Okay. Oh, you're dropping it in.
Yeah, remember I share my screen. I'm just taking one last note from somebody that asked.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, prototype. Clem, that's the word. Oh, good. Donna said she made a bunch of beads. Awesome. I love your beads, Donna. Love it.
Here we go. I think this is showing up. Here's the list so far. I can make changes with emails. This is what I got.
Thank you for doing that, daughter.
No problem. All right.
Oh, thank you. I'm all sweaty. These lights are hot. It's so hot. All right. Yeah, they're a little bit scary, a little tiny bit, but they're beautiful too. They look like they could be carved out of jade. Have you guys seen the ones that they call them an orchid mantis? It's like, is that even real? It looks like it's a made-up thing, but they're real. I kind of want to keep one as a pet, but you know what? I've already got a menagerie up in here, and I don't need another animal to take care of, but part of me wants to keep these little praying mantises for some reason. I have an empty tank. It's a 20-gallon. I've been thinking about putting pea puffers in, but I just haven't gotten around to it. It's on my list of things to do. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed that little, talk on minerals. And if there's something you want to learn about, if there's a stone you like, I mean, obviously, if you're like, do you have something super rare and expensive? Probably not. But I actually do have some diamonds. I do have diamonds. They have a microscopic hole. I don't know what all I'm going to do with them because that hole's so teeny. But, and I have some that are different. My friend Laura, she made me a necklace years and years ago that had some rough cut diamonds on them. Actually, they weren't even cut. There's diamond crystals. And I want to show that. I have it in my jewelry box. I'm going to show that off. All right. Love to learn about stones, Pat says. Oh, yeah. Thank you all for joining us this evening. We had a good time. All right. Oh, I love learning about rocks and crystals. They're my all. I've been doing this for 20 some years, and to this day, I still love it. I don't get tired of it. All right, friends, we appreciate y'all out there. Oh, Laura stayed up all night. Laura, get some rest. I got some. I went to bed early because I got knocked out from all that work. You know what I'm saying? All right, friends, thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate all of you showing up for us and making this life for us possible. So it is with gratitude that I thank you for joining us and, keeping the lights on, keeping us going to gem shows and buying for everyone. We love it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you all out there, and we hope you have a wonderful and creative week. We'll see you on Wednesday. We got more stuff we didn't have time to even put. We're still processing it, so there's more to show you on Wednesday. But I kind of want to do a tutorial, so I don't know. We'll have to see what comes first. We might do a mini sale and a tutorial. So you'll have to wait and see what happens. There'll be more information on the contest. I know we said, hey, we're going to drop that on Sunday, but it turns out it took forever to process just what we had. So we're going to work on those posts for the contests, and we have 5 categories for this time and over a month to make stuff. So it'll be like last time where it'll be on Facebook and you can drop your pictures and we'll vote for them to see who wins the prizes. And it'll be exciting and fun as usual because y'all make some wonderful and beautiful stuff. All right, friends, you have a great evening and we'll see you later.